What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Why don't we do like,
welcome to vlog number 4. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. As always, if you like these videos and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Now, I've had a bunch of people ask me about this metal rack. It was in the back of some of my other videos, and that is the metal rack that Jamie and I share. We thought we'd do like a little runner Q&A, and then we'd probably talk about some of the metals that are hanging behind us.
Hold on, we're not actually doing that though.
Welcome to vlog number 4.
I just overtook your channel.
Okay, we'll do runner Q&A, whatever she says.
Yeah.
So, I just picked a bunch of random questions that I Googled, like questions to ask runners.
And we're both answering.
We're both gonna answer some of them. What's a weird food that you eat before you run a marathon? Or like a weird...
Okay. So I'm a really quirky eater on the regular, but before a marathon, I am extra quirky, and something to know is I have a lot of food allergies, so a lot of the foods that a lot of people eat, you know, like the pastas that people carbo load on.
Like what I eat normally, or
normal people eat, I can't have that, so I eat potatoes. So I carbo load on potatoes. I eat probably like 6 or 7 potatoes. The last time we did a race, we were with friends, and they were very impressed by how many potatoes I was able to take in. No, we went to Nashville.
That's right, we ran the Nashville Marathon.
And I just had potatoes with me in Tupperwares. I was bringing them all around. I ate them throughout the entire day. So my thing is potatoes. I don't even actually know if that's quirky.
I don't eat a quirky food. I'm terrible pre-race eating before a marathon. I think we did Nashville, like she said. She had potatoes and was like very good about what she ate. Yeah. And I think I had like a milkshake.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It was terrible.
And fries. And I'm not like some sort of Iron Man, because in the race I paid for it dearly. And I cramped up really bad. It was really hot. And it was definitely directly related to like...
Yeah, that's like what not to do in a marathon. If you're gonna run a marathon, practice with what you eat. So like if you don't know that, you know, certain foods aren't gonna settle with your stomach, don't test them out before a race.
I'm all dairy all the time right before.
Yeah.
Even though it dehydrates me, I still want to do it. When we're looking for races, we try to travel to places. That's like a cool way to experience a city, is running a marathon. The only downfall is when you get to a city, Jamie can't really eat anything because she's allergic to gluten and dairy, like she said. So like eating the city doesn't really matter for her. But I was going to eat what's there. And so when you're visiting a city, it's always the worst food. Nashville, it was like all fried food.
It's really fun after, because then you feel like, you know, you just ran a marathon, you have all this fun tourist food that you can try.
So the best case would be like...
But you have to have discipline to not eat it before the race.
Exactly.
So that you don't have a terrible time.
What's your most embarrassing marathon story?
One really embarrassing marathon story, but it's not really embarrassing until I tell you guys, because like I'm the only one that knew that it happened until I say it. So when I go to marathons, where before it starts, I go in the porta potty. Brian knows, but I go in the porta potty. That races, they have porta potties for the bathrooms. So what I would do is I go in the porta potty, I get out of the porta potty, go back in. I just go in like a circle. I just stay in the porta potty pretty much the entire pre-race. That's like what I do, and then once the race starts, I go, or you know, I run. But one time I was in the porta potty, and race starts at some of the big races. I mean, there are thousands of people all using just a few porta potties, so there were there was no toilet paper left in the porta potty, and you know, your pre-race, you have pre-race jitters, and there was no toilet paper, and it was a winter race, and I ended up having to use my gloves as toilet paper, so my hands were cold, but at least I was able to wipe.
Okay, next question. What's the best race you've ever run?
Should I answer it first? So I'll answer it. On the best race, my favorite race is the Marine Corps Marathon, and I think I've run it like 6 times. We used to live in DC, so I just run it every year because it was in our backyard, and it was convenient. But I love that race. That is literally one of my favorite races. But then also the Hyannis Marathon, and that race was terrible. I didn't really like it, and it was in the middle of February in a nor'easter. But I qualified for Boston at that race, so I like it just for that.
How many times have you done Marine Corps?
Oh, I loved, well, actually I didn't. Never mind. We'll keep going. Never mind.
I don't know. My favorite one was the first one I ever did. So I did the New Jersey Marathon. It's where I grew up. But it was the first time I ever ran more than 10 miles. Before that, I was like a sprinter in high school. And I saw like a flyer at my school for the New Jersey Marathon. And I decided to give it a shot. And that was special to me because it was the first one I ran. And now we've run so many together. And like that's kicked us off kind of traveling around the country and to a couple places overseas to run marathons. And like having the experience like before that makes it easier to run a race. You're less stressed out when you're traveling.
Yeah, and I don't know if this was one of your questions or something that's going to come up later, but we I feel like our whole relationship can be defined through races. And so so we met online, and the first message that was ever made between us was about a marathon, because I had a picture from a finish line on my profile, and he asked about it. So that was like how we initially were connected. And then when he met my parents the first time, it was at a race that was in DC at a marathon there.
Yeah, here's the picture here. This is us at the National Half Marathon. She ran the full and I ran the half.
Yeah, and they did the half, but that's where they met. He proposed to me at a race, so he proposed to me at the Cherry Blossom 10 miler.
Right, so we've done that like 3 times maybe, and the third time I decided I was going to propose there. We actually got posted on a blog, and here's one of the photos that somebody took of us proposing. She has like that ugly cry face.
I know, it's so terrible. Don't insert that.
But
some people go out to eat. Some people, I don't know, other couples do other things together.
Yeah.
This is like our thing. And we don't even, like now, I mean, we're not doing it for time. We totally do it for fun.
now we kind of just are trying to travel when we race. And so last April we did Nashville.
And then before that we did Rome, which was cool.
That was really cool. So that's cool. We did the Rome Marathon in Rome, Italy. It starts at the Coliseum and it ends back at the Coliseum. It's like this really big loop race. We were in Rome for 6 days, and somewhere like in the middle, we did the race. Beautiful weather the entire time we were there, with the exception of
the marathon. Like literally as we crossed the start line, it started torrential downpouring.
Tropical downpour.
Yeah, like, I mean, buckets.
We also just came back from Iceland in June.
Oh yeah, that was my 30th birthday gift. So I turned 30, and Brian got me a trip to Iceland to run this midnight marathon, because in Iceland it's daytime for 23 hours of the
summer solstice. That's
summer
why it was
solstice,
bright.
yeah. So it didn't start until like 10:30 at night, but it was so bright. Like it was the middle of the day, which was so weird. But anyways, we went there to run, and that was so hard. It was only a half marathon, and like neither of us really trained.
Yeah.
And it was so hard. And I think part of it was the night. We're morning people, so like we woke up at 4:30 in the morning. So like running at midnight after being up for the whole day was like so hard.
Yeah, that was like one of the harder half marathons we ran, but still cool. And then you finish at around midnight, and then you get to go to a hot spring.
Not like the Blue Lagoon. Like if you know Iceland, the Blue Lagoon is the like touristy one. We went to that one, which was really warm and great. But this one was like more, I guess, one for locals.
We're getting like hypothermia in the pool, and we stayed there for like all of 6 seconds. There's a video of it right here, where you could see like the steam is coming off the pool.
Yeah, it looks hot. It's not hot.
It's not at all. It was probably like a couple of degrees warmer than the temperature, and it was like in the 50s outside.
That was, maybe it's a shadow. I'm just gonna say it's a shadow. FYI, it's Monday night at 7:30, and I worked all day, so I look like extra frizzy and nuts. I didn't have time. There was no makeup artist here or hairstylist.
Back on track.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. What is the best tip that you ever received?
So I guess any pre-race, I would say to pack toilet paper. As you know, my thing is to go in the porta potty a ton. Yeah, like after I had to use my glove that one time. The other one is...
The best tip I ever got, and I use this a lot, is if you go to a lot of marathons or bigger races, you always have to wait in, like in Boston, it's Athletes Village, and other places you're basically just like waiting in a baseball field or whatever, and you have to sit on the ground, is if you bring a piece of cardboard.
Oh yeah, or a trash bag.
Or a trash bag, because you like, usually you get to a marathon, you want to get there early so you don't miss your wave, and you can like do whatever your pre-race quirk is, and you're just like chilling on the ground, and either the ground's freezing because it's wintertime, or it's summer,
or dewy.
Yeah, dewy because it's like the summer dew or the sprinklers are on.
Yeah.
So bring a piece of cardboard. Okay, these aren't that good. Would you rather run in your favorite outfit every day but only wash it once a week, or run in clean clothes that you hate every day? You would run in dirty clothes.
I run in dirty clothes. I'm like a uniform person. I pretty much wear the same. I mean, I wash it. I have a lot of the same thing. No, I'm always one doing laundry.
If you look in her, if there was like a running closet that we could have in this house, she would look like a superhero. It would be.
It's the same outfit.
She had 50 pairs of black
like,
A6 shorts.
Yeah.
And the same top.
Yeah, I wear this. I do that with everything. I found one thing I like, and then I buy 1,000 of them and wear them every day. I lost my voice, and I am just getting it back, so I'm trying to project so you can hear me.
There's a huge microphone.
I know, but I hope that I don't come off as screaming. I hope you don't get comments that are like, "Why is your wife always yelling?" Oh, that's a good one. The last question will be our favorite sign that we've seen in a marathon. Mine is I have it on my phone. If you haven't shit your pants yet, then you've already won.
Okay, and mine is special because Jamie made it, and it says something like, "That's an awful lot of work for a free banana."
Yeah, something to that effect.
Yeah.
I didn't make it up, but I thought it was. I haven't actually seen anyone carry it.
Here she is.
But I saw it online. But I thought it was so funny.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that about wraps it up.
What was it?
All right.
That was really hard because he hasn't given me the line.
I just figured she'd be able to work off me. What do you want to say?
That's it.
Okay, if you like these videos, don't forget to tap subscribe. Bye.
Bye.